Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brian Arrington with Vets2Industry Foundation, Inc. Vets2Industry is a free virtual library of all the free resources for veterans, military spouses, dependent children, Blue Star and Gold Star family members, and caregivers. We currently have over 1,000 free resources on the website, and it's updated every month with more free resources as we vet them, curate them, and put them out there for people to view. It's also a community library, so you can actually put resources for us to look at and vet and put it on there yourself. You go to vets2industry.com. That's vets, the number 2, industry.com. We also provide free networking events every 3 weeks where we bring veteran advocates along with recruiters, veteran service organizations, and veterans and spouses together to meet, network, and find opportunities and hope. Thank you. Networking is a big point right now, especially if you are an introvert. You have to really find your place, your desire, and you have to be a little bit capable of reaching out. You don't have to go out there and message everybody possible, but if you can get on LinkedIn, maybe a couple times a week, and you send a cold message out to individuals in the industry that you might be interested in, and send them just a quick little message saying, "Hi, I see that you're a veteran, and I'm interested in learning more about the career field that you're in and the industry that you're in, and how your transition was into that field. Do you have 15 minutes to get on a phone call with me?" And that's as easy as it can be. And you do that to multiple people, and you can do LinkedIn searches for specifically veterans in the location that you're looking at, along with in the career fields that you're looking at. So it's really tailored down. And if you want to find somebody, if you're in the Navy, you want to just look for people in the Navy that speak your language, or if you're in the Army, you can go as granular as that. So that's one way of actually expanding your network. Then, of course, you can always come to a Vets2Industry networking event where we put you out there and give you the ability to talk in a safe space with people that are going through the same process as you, and you can meet transition buddies that you can go through this together and really support each other through the transition. Absolutely. So one of the things that I loved during my transition journeys, I didn't exactly know what I wanted to be when I grew up, right? So I ended up reaching out to multiple people in different industries that weren't even in the industries that I was interested in, just because I didn't know if one, it would help me, but also I had a lot of friends that were going through transition, and anyone that I could talk to that might have been of value to them would be could be helpful. And so many times throughout my transition, I actually had contacts in other areas of benefit to transition service members that were going through it with me. And I was finding people jobs while I was still on active duty. And it was amazing. And even still to this day, with Vets2Industry, I gave everybody a tool during these events where you actually rate everybody that you come in contact with a asterisk, a plus, and a minus. And those with a minus are people that you don't think that you have anything to connect with, but they're still important people for you to connect with because you have no idea if there's something in your network that can be provided to them that can be supportive, or something that maybe one of your friends could benefit from, or somebody in your network. I always start because my personality is very open. So I think it really determines on what the comfort level that somebody has in speaking with others. And then you try to, what I like to say is you listen first, because it all depends on the the environment that you're in. So if you're going up to a group of people, don't just go in and start talking, right? Sit there, listen to what the topic is going on about, and see if you have any kind of connections or anything that add value to that. And then you can start talking about that. And they're like, oh, by the way, my name is Brian. I am a student at Syracuse University. I'm actually pursuing my MBA in marketing and an MS in entrepreneurship. I really found this topic to be really interesting. Do any of you actually do this on your, for full time as your career? Boom, and then that you're drawing something that they have found important because they were talking about it. So it was important to them, and then you're opening it up to discussion to talk about something that's important to you, finding a job. So you got to be creative in your approach, but listening is most important, I think, before you start speaking. Don't be inconsistent with your messaging. All right, so when you are commenting or you are posting on LinkedIn, make sure you stay consistent and authentic with what your values are. Don't mix it up. Make sure that you don't treat LinkedIn like Facebook or like maybe Twitter or something else that you might be into, or Instagram. It's a professional platform. Also, when you're connecting or sending messages out to people in industries, do not ask them for a job. Do not ask them for a career. What you're doing is you're asking them for some time to discuss their career or their transition or what a role is like. And what you're trying to do is turn that person into a mentor, and then hopefully turn that mentor into an internal referral at the company that you're interested in. Now, if you get really lucky, you can turn that internal referral into a super booster or a connection to a super booster, which will then not only get you an internal referral at a company, but will actually hand walk your resume into the desks of people that will get you hired, or potentially to other companies, and put your resume and your name in the hands of people and friends of theirs at other firms. So that's the steps you need to take. But the first step is don't turn people off by asking them for a job or a career, because that's immediately an ask. It's a transaction, and you don't want to start a relationship with a transaction.